Like, does that make sense? And they're all looking at me like, yes. So we're leaning in today, again, for those of you all who just joined, on getting out of the land of average. We've been talking about it earlier this week if you've been following me. Why are we talking about this? Because today is all about stepping away from who you were and who you are, and we're going all the way in. The A, again, is acknowledging where it is that you are and then grabbing it through awareness. You got to be aware of where it is that you are. When you can acknowledge what is happening inside of your life right now, you recognize, I am standing right here. There are no excuses. It is what it is. I'm standing right here. It is the reality of where I am. And I told you guys 5, maybe 6 things of what is happening inside of my life right now. Let's move forward. After we acknowledge where it is that we are, after we're sitting in it and we have some form of acceptance of, okay, I am standing right here, then I want you to vanish from what doesn't serve you. Right? I want you to vanish, move away, disappear from what is no longer serving you inside of those moments, because you recognize that I'm standing right here. So remember that in the example that I gave you earlier, for those of you all who were here earlier, I said, yes, I am overwhelmed at the amount of sheer work that comes inside of this doctoral program. Yes, I am running for a campaign, and it's campaign season with the election November 8th. Yes, I am the leader of this. Yes, I am the mother of Walker. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, you are. And we're standing right there. So what no longer serves me to get to my goals? For me, what I am committing to vanish away from is pure procrastination. Lolita, enough is enough. Pure procrastination. That is what I am choosing to vanish from what is not serving me. It's not serving me because my items, my work cannot be laid. How dare me? Remember, I talked about that a couple weeks ago. How dare me get a scholarship to the school that I absolutely wanted to go to and then not turn my work in on time? What? I want you to think about what is happening inside of your life right now. Then I want you to think about what is it that you can vanish from. For the folks that's in my group coaching program, you all already know. You all already know that we do it, we delegate it, or we disappear from it, period. Therefore, I want you to vanish from what does not serve you. I love it. Let's keep on going. The E is about experiencing your endless possibilities. You guys have heard me talk about that before. Yes, we want to experience our endless possibilities. We want to experience some of the things that we might not have experienced before, right? Who said you couldn't start that podcast? Not me. Who said that you couldn't call somebody out that is right here, that is available to you? Who said that? Not me. Why are you telling yourself that you're not able to do this? Why are you shutting down a gate before you absolutely get there? This is about work. This is about life. This is about home. This is about standing where it is that you are right now, acknowledging where it is, moving out all the distractions, and now experiencing exactly what is in front of you. Which goes into our R, stay with me, is respecting your no's. Because why? The folks that have been following me know this, because we're owning our yeses. We're owning our yeses and we're respecting our no's. So now that you know where it is that you stand, what do you have to say no to, so that now you can begin to say yes to your success, to say yes to you? Make sense? Absolutely. It is a flow of dominoes that you choose to lean into inside of your life. I love that. And hey, Barbara, good morning to you as well. Barbara Cook James, I appreciate you. Next, let's keep on going. Assess and adjust. So now that you're owning your yeses and you're respecting the no's that have to come, because now you are experiencing your unlimited potential, you are vanishing from what doesn't serve you. We're moving distractions to the side and we're acknowledging where it is that we stand, because now we're becoming aware. You're standing right here. We want to assess where we are, because now we made some adjustments, right? We want to assess and then adjust based on where it is that we're going. Sometimes we got to shake the folks off that might want to be on our train. We might have to say no to that, or say yes to the person that's coming in. Yes, follow me, because this is how you are going to leap out of the land of average. We are allergic to average. So I want you to be able to stand up the same way I can stand up, the way my son can stand up, because you're not only affirming who it is that you are, but you're recognizing it. And you're saying that, yes, I'm ready to shift. So let's continue. The G is about give and garnish. Yes, it's okay to give to others. Yep, it's okay to give to yourself. And then I want you to garner. Did I say garnish? I meant garner. Garner from others. You want to give to others and you want to garner the things that can serve you. Today, you are garnering things from me that is going to help to serve you. You are having a piece of Lolita E. Walker that is moving and shifting with you that is going to serve you today. Whatever doesn't serve you, I want you to scatter that stuff out of your way and move, because somebody else will pick up the breadcrumbs. Think about where you are in your life. Think about what you deem as your self-worth. Your self-worth is your worth, right? That's at the top, actually. If you were on Clubhouse, then there at the top, there is a link where you can download coaching from me that is specifically around your self-worth is your worth. Get in the soul work of who it is that you are, so you could show up at work, at life, at home differently, more confidently, more intentionally, so that you can walk, talk, and move effectively and efficiently. Right? It doesn't mean anything is wrong. It means that there is somebody that you are allowing to pour into you in so many different ways. When you come into spaces, I want you to start to listen intently. Who is in the room? And when you know where you want to go, then you can choose strategically, how can I either help serve a person that I hear right now, or how can I grab and garner something that this person is feeding into me, right? Ramon Ray, for instance, he has started small businesses and sold small businesses. He's always giving into us. The jolliness of who he is comes onto the stage and leaves us with business savviness every single week. What are you pulling away from that? Right? What are you pulling away from Kim Walsh Phillips when she comes in and she's talking about marketing and moving and getting yourself out and branding yourself so that now you can make more money? What are you getting from that? What are you garnering from that? What are you getting from Lolita E. Walker when you come in and you not only hear the power of who it is that you are, but you can grab it and grab hold and then face it face to face with you? What are you doing to push forward with that? Okay. If you're coming into the room and you're thinking, what in the world is happening right here? Who is this woman? I am Lolita E. Walker, and I am here to help you to get out of the land of average. Get out of the land of average, y'all. We don't have time for that. We're moving. And we're acknowledging through an awareness, we're vanishing from those things that no longer serve us. We are experiencing the endless possibilities that are available to us because we are pure greatness. We are respecting our no's, we're owning our yeses, and now we are assessing where it is that we are inside of this space. And we are also adjusting to the newness that we are finding. Some of you all know I had a Women's Weekend Renewal retreat a couple of weeks ago. September 15th through the 18th, actually, so probably 2 weeks ago. And it was just pure magic. The reason that it was magic is because I helped the power women who were right there to really acknowledge where it is that they were in the presence of who it is that they are in that very moment. The reason why it was great is because they were not only garnering from me, garnering the awesomeness and the power that I was pushing out to them, but they were also garnering from others that were there, right? Through shares, they were also grabbing hold of what my experts that I paid to come in and to lean into them. It was all this link. Are there links within your chain that are broken? Are you choosing to lean in and say, you know what? I acknowledge that there is a gap right here. And because there is a gap, I need that gap to be filled so that I can get to where it is that I'm going. I am going to choose my next step. Yeah. What's your next step? What's your next step? Do the work. Do the work. What is your next step? We're moving on to the E, right? Because I've talked to you about giving. What are you giving to others? Seriously, what are you giving to others in your day to day? When that little piece of Lolita E. Walker is left onto Pastor Jeff, what is it that I left with him today? Is it positive? Is it moving into how I want to be seen inside of this world? When I'm no longer here and somebody says, I want to talk about Lolita E. Walker, what are they sharing? What do you want them to share? And are you walking into that today? People often talk about, what is the benefit of a certified life coach? And I always say that's such a great question. The benefit is that when you know that there is more for me, but you find yourself stuck in where it is that you are, you can say, hey, there is somebody that can help to pull all of the juiciness outside of me so that now I can leap beyond where I am because I recognize that there is greatness inside of me. So I want to open it up right now and see, is there anything that has tapped into you today and you say, you know what, Lolita, when you said this letter right here really penetrated me. And as a result, I'm ready to do X, Y, or Z. I'm going to go over them one more time so that we can lean in and we can have this deeper understanding. Is that the A of getting out of the land of average is about acknowledging through awareness. Be aware. It is what it is. I'm standing right here. Yes, I have all of these things going on. Yes, I have all these dominoes inside of my space. Yes, I am responsible for all of these things. But here's the question. Are you? Are you really responsible for all of the things that are around you? Acknowledge through awareness. Then I want you to vanish away from the things that don't serve you. Okay. So I have all of these things around me. Actually, in my first book, The Intersection of You and Change, there's an exercise. I forget which chapter it's in. There's an exercise that has these dominoes. Literally, they're dominoes that you can write on. And it's because sometimes we have all of these things in our spaces and we forget to acknowledge through our awareness. And then once you have it written down about all of these things that you believe are crowding your space, now you can choose to do it, to delegate it, or to disappear from it. You can choose to vanish from the things that are no longer serving you because you're clear on where it is that you want to go. Remember, clarity plus confidence equals commitment. Clarity plus confidence equals commitment. How clear you are will increase the confidence. And when you add both of them together, now you're committed in a new type of way. It has to make sense because when you sit in it and you recognize where it is that you're standing, you can place yourself inside of that moment. And the folks that are in my group coaching program are able to place themselves inside of that moment because then you have a chance to say, okay, I hear you. Let me now add it to something that's going on. And now let me be coached inside of that particular space. Clarity plus confidence equals commitment. Think about what you are standing in right now. Oh my gosh, I get so excited when I talk about stuff like this. The E is about experiencing your endless possibilities. The R was about respecting your no and owning your yes. Remember that there are these boundaries that you put around yourself. Absolutely. And hands down, there is a door. So you can open it up whenever you're ready. You can walk out of it. You can choose to close it when you need time for self. You can choose to open it to let people in. You can choose to go and knock on somebody else's door because you need help where it is that you're going. You got to go where you're growing, right? You got to grow where you're going. Going where you grow, all of the G's all together, right? You want to grow where so that you can get to where you want to go. Absolutely. The A was about assessing and adjusting. The G was about give and garnish from others. And absolutely, I love it. And then the E was about executing, then excelling beyond your dreams. Listen, I don't even know if I talked to y'all about the E. E is about executing. Do the work. Do the work. E is about executing. Yes. Now we've done all of these things. Now it's time to shift to action. How the heck are we going to shift to action, y'all? Do it. Do it. One step at a time. Do the work, right? Download the self-worth is your worth. Do your work. Whatever your work is, whatever is going to take you to get to the next level, who is it that you can partner with? We talked about that before too. Today, inside of this room, we're talking about stepping away from who it is that you were. I'm bigger, better, and bolder than that. I've learned some new things. So now I'm actually going to move to the, I'm going to move to my right and I'm going to go forward. Yep. And then into who you are. It's about recognizing who it is that I am. I am Lolita Emmanuel Walker, period. What does that mean? You are, insert your name. What does that mean? Inside of this room, we've done some amazing exercises on strengths. We might even have time to do a little bit of that today because I want to leave you with knowing and shifting into who the power is that you are right now. As a matter of fact, if you're down for the get down, you want to get into this conversation and do a quick strength exercise because it's so powerful. Write your name in the chat and I'll come over there in a sec. Okay. Execute, do the work. Then when you're doing the work, are you ready? Are you ready? I'm leaning all the way in for those of you all who are watching. It is about excelling beyond your dreams. At my Women's Weekend Renewal Retreat, we did our Be Me boards, which is a power vision board on steroids. Yes, we did. We talked about our home of change. We're all set for 2023, hands down. When you know that, you become clear on where it is that you're going. But now I want you to think about that dream that's right there. Think about where you're going to be, what you're doing, how you're feeling December 31st of 2023. Okay, get all excited. Get all excited. And now that you're all excited, I want you to push it up a level. Okay. I want you to push it up a level because we only can think as far as our mind will allow us to go. But what if, because we know that we're going to grow where it is that we go, we just inch it up just a little bit more? Okay. So everybody, especially the women that I see inside of this room now, we're in my Women's Weekend Renewal Retreat. If you were in my coaching program, yes, I'm talking to you. And then I'm talking to everybody who's not, because they get the juiciness that I'm giving to you. Is now I want you to propel beyond that. I want you to step up the ladder one more time. Don't worry, you're not going to fall, because we have your community who is down and they are holding the ladder. They are cheering you up. And I want you to know that I am bigger, I am better, I am bolder than where it is that I'm standing right now. Oh my gosh. Can you guys feel this? I know I do. Okay. Let me look in the chat and see what's going on. Barbara, yes. Hey, Barbara, how are you? Barbara, are you here? Barbara Credit Sage? Okay, so let's keep going. Tarika, how are you, Tarika? I am living a dream. I'm so excited that you are here today. So, Tarika, here is what we want to do. Thank you so much for volunteering because this right here is about to be amazing. Okay, are you ready? Okay, okay. Let's ask the first question, Tarika, is what of any of those seven considerations did you lean into the most? What resonated with you? Yes. And tell me why.
So executing would be the most important step to get me there. You know, you got to execute. You got to knock everything off.
Yes.
So let's go.
Let's go. Okay, Tarika, let's go. So, what I would love for you to do, Tarika, for all of the folks that are right here on Clubhouse, I want you to look at this stage because you were on a stage. And then I want you to, it doesn't matter if they're here or not, because we're putting this energy out into the world. Okay. What I'd love to have you do is choose one person that is on the stage and tell them one strength that you know that they possess and why.
Okay. Can I pick you?
Oh, sure. You could pick me. Thank you.
I put in the chat, I said you're magical and you're magnificent. Thank you for your powerful voice and the wisdom and the choice of your words that you are inspiring and impactful.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. So, my strength is the power of my words, right? Yes. And then the reason why the power of my words is one of the strengths is because, wait, um I'm going to go back to what you said. You wrote it. Okay, hold on. I'm looking. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I said it's all the pink and green colors.
Yes, because AKAs live in love. I love it. Yes, yes, yes. You said the power of my words and my voice, and it's because the choice of my words are so inspiring and impactful, right? So I am power of words. I'm going to choose that. I am power of words, according to my friend Tarika right here. And she said that I am this power of words because my words are inspiring and impactful to others. You see that? So now what I'm able to do is take the strength, not judge the strength. It is the strength because Tarika just told me it's the strength and she told me how I demonstrated it. So now I'm going to take that strength. I'm going to take how I've demonstrated. I'm going to let that power me. And now because I know that, how am I walking into that today? Right? I'm going to choose based on the strength that somebody has already seen in me and has chosen to tell me. Now I'm going to take that strength of the power of my words and how, Lolita, are you going to use that today? Because what Tarika has told me is the reason is because my words are so inspiring and impactful. So how am I using that today? Well, I'm using it right now. Right? I'm using it, but how will I choose to use it differently? Well, what I will do and what I will commit to is throughout the course of this day, I will recognize and be cognizant that my words have power. And because they are impactful and because they are inspirational, I'm going to use my words to fuel somebody today. That is the example of understanding what your strength is and coming to the table. Today, we're talking about getting out of the land of average And I gave you 7 considerations to do that. But for number 1, to acknowledge and being aware of where it is that you are also means standing on the presence, the boundaries, the awesomeness of who it is that you are. And at the foundation of all of that is what? Your strengths and your core values. Thank you so much, Tarika. That was amazing. Thank you. Yes. And Credit Sage says, I am here out of the land of average. I love it. Okay, let's keep on going. There was a couple of more folks that were in the chat. Oh, hold please. Who? Oh, Ramon, you appreciate me. Thanks, friends. I appreciate you too. I swear I saw some other names. I don't know where they are now. And yes, I did call you Credit Sage. Are you available?
Yes, I'm out of the land of average. You pulled me up. I couldn't figure it out, and you inspired me. I didn't give up. And not on stage.
Oh, you know what? I didn't recognize you weren't here, but guess what, Credit Sage? You are here right now. I love it.
I am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Which one of the 7 that I talked about today, the AVERAGE, resonated with you the most and why? Mm-hmm. I love that. Oh my gosh. Okay.
That was a hard one for me. I mean, just in life, saying that, doing the boundaries, and knowing that I could say that to grow for myself, and that's what I need to do. And it's not about all the responsibilities, right? I'm a mother of 4, grandmother, whatever the story is.
Yeah.
Holding it back from growing.
Yes.
Like you saying that, resonating in me, like ringing like a bell. You know, when a bell rings, it just runs all through you.
Yes.
You don't even, it's like, wake up.
Yes.
You're not average. I like that. That's the way to go.
Yes.
I'm getting on this stage. No more procrastination.
Oh my gosh. Well, listen, I absolutely love it. So it's like the church bell ringing is loud in the steeple, like ding, 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 ding. You can feel it all through your body.
But listen, you know that, like inside of us, and then out for everyone else to hear. You're like a church bell. Powerful, your voice telling me I'm happy to move.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So listen to this while you are here. And is this your first time to the stage, speaking on the stage?
Not my first, a few times.
Oh, good. Oh my gosh. Well, I am inspired because you are here. So what I'd love to do is if you could look on our stage right here for the people that are here, if you can look and you can say one strength that anybody on this stage has because they've chosen to come up. So I want to make sure that we recognize them. But one person on the stage, what is one strength that you see in them? That's okay. We're just going to pick one. No, you don't have to know them. It's something. Listen, excellent question. Here's the thing is that we can gift a strength that we see in somebody, even if we don't know them. You know why? Because when we show up with all of our gifts anyway. So the power of this exercise is that whether I know you or not, whether it's been 10 minutes or 10 years, that I can tell you a strength that I see in you. And as a matter of fact, I could tell you why I see that strength. So it's even more powerful if you all haven't even had any connection.
I have to see a strength in them.
Yeah, something that came across when you've heard them speak, or something you might have seen, something that stuck out to you, and you can say, you know what? I've only known you for 10 seconds, but this is what I see in you.
So powerful. I just feel like I was average, and everyone here is doing so much that I don't know who to pick, really. I mean, I think they're all amazing.
Okay.
So I'm going to pick Angela.
Yes. Okay. So Angela, I don't know if she's here, but Credit. I love this. Okay. So one is today, I want you to go back and listen to this replay. You can hear it on Coaching Cocktails and Conversations, the podcast. You can hear it on Breakfast with Champions, the podcast. You can come back and listen to it right here, or you can go on Facebook in my group, LinkedIn, or YouTube. And the reason why I'm telling you that is because one of the comments you made was that, hey, I felt like I was so average. No, you're not. And it's okay to feel like that. It absolutely is, because you're not the only one. So this message today is just for you, because it was all about getting out of the land of average. And you did that by figuring it out, by pushing, by excelling, by pushing and getting on the stage so that then we could hear you. So yay, congratulations. And now you're even leaping a step further and you're saying, okay, it's so many folks on here that have so many amazing strengths, but the person that I am choosing to lean into their strength and let them know today is Angela. So what is the strength that Angela possesses?
Angela is an amazing coach. She is a kind-hearted, loyal, strong individual.
Yes. And what makes you say that?
Because I have worked with her, or I do spend time with her, and if I felt like I had to choose someone that I knew, and that's my experience with her. She's just extremely professional and extremely, she just shows up.
Yes.
No judgment, no unconditional, I would say unconditional love.
Mhm.
It's not about stuff. It's about just being there and showing up and being there by your side.
I love it. Thank you for that. Angela, are you here on the stage?
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I love it. So
Quiet woman.
what did you say?
Quiet woman in the garden.
Yes.
That's Angela, the quiet woman in the garden.
Okay. Well, that is sheer power, right? So Angela, how did it feel receiving that today unexpectedly?
Oh, I receive it. Thank you. I truly receive it. And you too. I receive it too. And a lot of others, yes, I do.
Yes, yes, yes. I love that CP T00 said life is too short to be anything but happy. Falling down is a part of life. Getting up is absolutely living. So thank you so much for that there. Akil, thank you. It says Lolita is inspiring. I so appreciate that. Listen, um, oh, someone said Lolita is getting her flowers. Oh, I appreciate that. You know, sometimes we move in life and don't pause to, one, receive the flowers, two, we oftentimes don't give. So remember, part of leaping out of the world of average and what I talked about for all of you all who are just getting to the room, some of y'all are like, oh my gosh, what's going on? What's going on? Today inside of my segment, and we only have 10 minutes, so we want to make this happen. We want you to be able to shift, is this right here. We are talking about getting out of the land of average. This is where every Thursday at 7:30 a.m. I come on and I bring coaching cocktails and conversations right here to Breakfast with Champions, because in that forum, coaching is all about leaving you with a couple nuggets to challenge your thinking. Period. Cocktails is not so much about what you're sipping on, but there's no judgment. It's actually about celebrating the greatness of who it is that you are when you show up. And in every single segment, I will affirm who it is that you are so that now you remember, I want to turn it on because I'm clear, I'm confident, and I'm now recommitted to how I'm going to walk, talk, and behave. And in the conversations is the juiciness of what we're having right now. I actually just noticed that if you are watching me, it says 10 minutes of power. I do all of the things. So let me switch it on over. So now we can see Breakfast with Champions with coaching cocktails and conversations. And you can also see all of the communities that you too could be a part of. And as we talked about that, we talked about this land of average and what it looked like. And I gave you 7 strategies to really start to shift out of average, because when we show up for all of our greatness, the blessings will continue to flow. That is mentally, spiritually, emotionally, it's all of the leads, financially, all of it will come when you know, when you're grounded on who it is that you are. We're talking about getting out of average by knowing what it is that you're standing on. I talked to you about acknowledging through awareness. I am acknowledging that I'm standing right here. Good, bad, and different. It is what it is. I'm standing right here. And I talked about how I am doing all of the things. Yes, I'm a title for this and a title for this. And how are you running for office? How are you getting this PhD? How are you being a mom? Right? My story is no different than anybody else that is on the stage. We have all of these dominoes that are in our life, but after we acknowledge through awareness, then we vanish from what no longer serves us. I said I'm vanishing from procrastination. I affirm that I am vanishing from procrastination, because what I know is that I will not be turning in late assignments for a PhD that I asked for, that I'm getting a scholarship for. I'm going to move in it. So when you know what the end state is, now you can vanish from what no longer serves you. What my clients already know is that we do it, we delegate, or we disappear from it. That's it. We will vanish from what no longer serves us. Then we're going to experience the unexpected. Next, we're going to respect our no's because we're owning the yeses that we have in life. If I say yes, I'm going to show up. Why? Because I am Lolita Emmanuel Walker. If you say yes, you will, you will. Right? You got to stand on what your word is. And today, this exercise that you might have walked into is the strength exercise. I do it with all of my clients. I do it at all my retreats. But the power in it is that you don't need to know anybody but for more than 10 seconds because you can see what's exuded from them already. Right? So the strength exercise that Tarika did, and the one that Credit Sage did, the power of it is that one is an unexpected give, right? But also it allows the receiver, so myself and Angela in this exercise this morning, to be able to garner what was given to us and be able to leverage it differently. We're moving out of the land of average because we're stepping away from who it is that we were even a half an hour ago to who it is that we are inside of this moment so that we could be our future selves. Go connect with them. The A was about assessing and adjusting, right? We're going to assess after we've made some adjustments. Then we're going to adjust as necessary, right? And then we're going to give. We talked about that. And then we're going to garner from others. I keep on saying garnish, but it's garner. I mean, I guess we can garnish a little bit of sprinkle of Lolita E or a little bit of sprinkle, add your name that you leave on somebody. We can make it work, right? And then the E was about executing. And when you execute, you're going to excel beyond. Remember, I talked to you about this home of change. And now that we know our goals, because we're already sitting in December 31st of 2023, we already know how we're feeling, how we're moving, how we're shaking. Now we need to make sure that we just step it up just a little bit. You can, right? Push that goal just a little bit. Why? Because you are you. And now you know what you're standing upon. Okay. I want to see if there's anybody else who has anything additional to add. Okay. I wanted to read you guys a poem this morning to leave you with some amazingness, but guess what? I do not happen to have my book right here.
Can I jump in?
Yes, please. Is that Jackie? Hey, Jackie.
Hey. Yes, how are you? Thank you so much.
You're
I
welcome.
wanted to jump in and just kind of highlight. Actually, can I highlight two people real quick?
Yeah, please, please, please.
Thank you. Definitely, I want to highlight you because you've impacted me in a major way, and also, been my coach. And you certainly know how to bring those things out and really bring those.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And the Renee Noor is in Washington, D.C., and it is going to be my goal to make sure that I see her while she is here because she's too close to be so far away. Renee, are you here? Did you hear Jackie? Oh, she might not be by her phone, but there she is.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I do hear both you ladies, and thank you so much, Miss Jackie. Absolutely love you. My voice is gone right now, but Lolita, Dr. Lolita Walker, we love you so much. Please, can everyone please put some red hearts in the chat for everything that you do, Dr. Lolita Walker? I love you both.
Thank you so much. I so appreciate you guys. When you have an amazing community, let me tell you something. There's nothing like it. Nothing can beat that when you're surrounded by people who push you even beyond where you're standing. Y'all know I don't even have enough time to replay the power of the push and how I ended up in my PhD program, right? The power of the push from people that I've never met. The power of the push from people who authentically I hear their voice and they want nothing more than for me to win. The power of that. So as I leave you guys with Dear Silence, which is a poem, I hope you guys can hear it. We're going to play this technology and figure out if it works. I want to help you all sit in the power of your pause and really reflect and recognize that I no longer am sitting in this land of average. Why? Because today I'm going to power myself with my strengths. Today I'm going to leverage these 7 considerations for leaving. Listen, when I come and I speak to you all, it is really not only about giving you some strategies. Nope. It's about now helping you to see them, having you apply it to your life, and now you shift to action. For all of those on that are here, hey Key Baby, she said hello. Great day from Stacy Luckett. There's some other folks that are on here. I so appreciate you. I don't know the person who said you are enlightenment, but I want to say thank you so much. So let's see if Dear Silence can come on real quick. And thank you guys a million times before we turn it over to the mom link. Let's see. Dear Silence, can we talk? I hear you so loudly in my head, expressing what I am unwilling to speak aloud. This cloud of consciousness is deafening as it hums a flat line, in line with my thoughts and my actions. They are holding me captive. Please free me, dear silence. I stand on this stage speechless for an audience of many that may carry burdens for some and a blanket of innocence for more than just one. In the still of the night, my eyes are open, but I hear nothing. I see nothing in this darkness that fills the night, that blinds my sight, that offers me this pause. May I close my eyes and feel the power that is in this pause that you have offered me. Thank you, dear silence. You've offered me a stillness that I have been so afraid to take on. I will trust you. I will grab your hand and walk beside of you as I leap. Dear silence, please be unapologetic in your approach. I appreciate all of you. Dear silence, can we talk? This is to you from me. I love you, Lolita. That is to you from me. I love each and every one of you all, and I hope that you are able to take something away from this today.
Beautiful.
Thank you. You guys can get that, right? It's my book. It's called Can We Talk? It is one of the 44 letters and poems that is written to you to pull out all of your greatness, to meet you exactly where you are. You can get it from Amazon. It is in an audiobook as well. You can head over to lolitawalker.com and go over to books, and you can grab it right there too. I am so excited that you all choose to be here every Thursday, 7:30 a.m. Make sure this is not the last place that you connect with me. All right. I want to turn it over to the mom link. I hope it was received. Thank you so much, you guys. Bye.
Love
Love you.
you.
Love you.